In the town of Braxton-on-Devon, time moves slower. The air smells like salt and sugar, and stories rise like bread in the oven, slowly and always with a little warmth. Emma Harding didn't believe in fate. Not anymore. She believed in early mornings, in flour-dusted sleeves and handwritten recipes, in getting through the day, one loaf at a time. Love? That wasn't on her calendar. Not until the night he sat beside her at the bar. He asked for help with a crossword. 7 down, she said, not even looking up. Bittersweet. You're missing an E. He laughed, surprised and intrigued. Introduced himself as Liam Prescott, in town for business. He didn't fit the mold of Braxton-on-Devon. He wore city shoes and talked like he was used to elevator meetings and flat whites. But he stayed, talked about pastries and rainy walks, listened when she told him about her bakery, sugar and sage, and when she left, she took his scarf by accident. Or maybe not so accidentally. 2 days later, the notice came. The building was sold. Her lease terminated, effective immediately. Emma stormed into town hall, angry, confused, and there he was. Liam, suit jacket off, collar undone. Expression. Guilty. Tell me this isn't you, she said. I didn't know, he replied. I swear. But the name on the contract didn't lie. Prescott and Shaw Developments. His company. His signature. Her heartbreak. That night, a fire broke out next door. A forgotten building, flames licking at the sky. Emma ran in, barefoot, to save one thing. Her mother's recipe book. The smoke thickened. The door jammed. Her lungs burned. And then, arms, strong, steady, pulling her out. It was Liam. He didn't say anything at first. He just wrapped her in his coat, held her as they sat on the curb, the sirens screaming behind them. I wasn't going to let you burn, he whispered. She moved into the back kitchen of a friend's cafe. Borrowed space, cold light, not home. Liam started showing up, not with apologies, with coffee, with failed attempts at scones, with paint for her window frame. He didn't ask for forgiveness. He just stayed. She taught him how to knead dough, watched him try and fail until they were both laughing. She kissed him. Once. In the middle of rolling croissant dough. It felt like remembering something she hadn't realized she'd forgotten. Then came the letter. Victor Harding, her father. He hadn't spoken to her in 10 years, not since her mother's funeral. Now he wanted to meet. He wanted to talk. He wanted to offer her the building. She sat across from him in a cafe booth. You deserve more than that old shop, he said. I want you to have a legacy. You left your legacy, she snapped. You left me. He looked smaller than she remembered. She walked out. That night, she sat on the floor of her bakery's storage room, holding her apron like it could protect her. Liam found her there. Didn't speak. He sat beside her, offered his silence like a gift. It hurts, she said, her voice cracking. I know, he whispered. I don't want to do this alone. You won't have to. A few weeks later, Emma stared at the pregnancy test. Positive. She didn't cry. She didn't smile either. She just breathed. Grace cried for her. Emma sat with the news like a secret in her pocket. She didn't tell Liam. Not yet. She needed to know he was here for her. Not just for what they'd made, but he found out. Grace slipped. He showed up that night, soaked in rain, holding the scarf she'd kept. I left this when I met you, he said. But I left something else too. He pulled out a miniature rolling pin. Wooden, simple, their initials carved into the handle. "I don't need a ring," he said. "But I do need you. Let's build something that never burns down." She didn't cry. She just nodded. Then kissed him, like her whole life had been holding its breath. Want to find out what happens next between Liam and Emma? The full audiobook is coming soon, filled with love, heartache, and second chances. Subscribe now to Eleanor's Romance Library so you don't miss a chapter.